And there is a last thing that we have to add. All this is to put us close to God. But we are coming close to God by removing from us the human attributes and to live this experience with our heart. But at the same time, we are hungry. At the same time, we are thirsty. Who on earth is hungry and thirsty? The needy people. And this is why Ramadan is also be close to the one by experiencing the daily life of the last in your society. The last one in your society, the poor people, the marginalized people. Because there is one thing which is important, which is the beginning of Islam. You will never be close to God if you don't know how to serve the poor. كَلَّا بَلْ لَا تُكْرِمُونَ الْيَتِيمِ. This is said to the Muslims from the very beginning. You don't give their dignity to the poor people. لا تكرمون الكرامة. الكرامة is the dignity, to give their dignity to the poor people. They may be forgotten by all the society, they shouldn't be forgotten by you. Because if you are close to the one, you should be close to serve the last. Close to the first, serving the last one, the last human being. So it's all about this experience, a spiritual experience coming back to the poor people. Listen to what the Prophet, peace be upon him, is saying. Allahumma nas'aluka at-tuqa wal-afafa wal-ghina wa hubba al-masakin. We are asking you tuqa, which is the God consciousness, the piety. We are asking you al-ghina, meaning here the al-afafa is just to be far from the luxury and just to be modest in everything, the humility. And then also al-ghina, but here is the richness, is the spiritual richness. وَحُبَّ الْمَسَاكِينَ, to love the poor people. And to love the poor people, he has two meanings, according to the Islamic grammar, is to be loved by them and to love them, to love the poor people. And remember, when the people were going to the Prophet's mosque in Medina, this mosque was surrounded by poor people. He was changing the world, talking to the rich people and all these powerful people, being himself surrounded by the poor people of his society. And by serving them, he was able to talk to the most powerful people in the world. And for us, during this month of Ramadan, with all what we are saying and just reminding ourselves as to anything which has to do with the spiritual dimension, is really a concrete, visible dimension of what it means to fast, to serve the poor people, to give them to eat. And you know that there is something also which is connected with fasting, Zakat al-Fitr, before the end of Ramadan, just before the last, the festival and the last prayer, the first prayer of the Eid, in fact, which is the festival, just to give the money for the poor people, just to accomplish your duty, to complete, to achieve it as something which is the last gesture. I did it for my own heart, so I purify my body. And I give the money to purify my intention and to serve the poor, knowing that what I'm doing with my hand, what I'm giving with my hand, is the way for me, with my heart, to be close to the one. So this connection, you are the best among human beings if you are the best with human beings. The best among you is the best for human beings. And in the prophetic tradition is said with human beings. It doesn't mean only with Muslims. A Muslim who is fasting for herself or himself and then serving the whole humanity, because they are our brothers and sisters in humanity. So this is why we have to show something. So for all the people who are watching, living in non-Muslim society, this is the true school. Don't come with big lecture about how Islam is great. Be a great Muslim. Do the job. Purify yourself and serve the people. And this is the only thing which is requested by God to every single Muslim, is just to do the job. كنت خير أمة أخرجت للناس. You are the best community in as much as you are promoting what is right, resisting what is bad, and being believers. تأمرون بالمعروف وتنهون عن المنكر وتؤمنون بالله. And the last thing, which is the right teaching of Islam, which is وَكَذَلِكَ جَعَلْنَاكُمْ أُمَّةً وَسَطًا لِتَكُونُوا شُهَدَاءَ عَلَى النَّاسِ. You are the religion of the middle path, and in order for you to be the witness to your message before human beings. So let us understand the very essence of Islam through the months of Ramadan. And by going back to the months of Ramadan, we are reaching out a universal message that we find in Christianity, in Judaism, in Hinduism, in Buddhism. This encompasses in the very teaching of Ramadan during this month. So this is the way we fast to come close to God. This is the way we serve to come close to God. And this is the way we live, just to prepare ourselves to come back to God. Because at the end of the day, inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. We belong to Him, and to Him we will return, inshallah. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.